going on, y'all? It's your boy Matt. I'm back at you with another quick video on Matt's Crypto Corner. In today's video, I just want to kind of talk about briefly what's been going on in the market, stuff I've been seeing, some new excitement that's going on and building in the space, and a little bit of price talk. We'll start with the price talk. It seems that Bitcoin is still trading between the 60K and 61. I've seen it get to recently, and it keeps going up and down. It's a dead zone still, so that hasn't changed much. But it seems like altcoins have bled a lot over the past couple months, and now they seem to be at a solid support. Talking about Cosmos, the Atom token, it has gone down. I believe the low was like 4.20 $4.20, I want to say, but and that's in USD. But it's gone back up to around 5, and then went back down to 470, and so it's just been kind of trading. Everything's just been trading sideways. I mean, yeah, so that's nothing has changed on that front. In regards to some of the excitement I covered in my channel, the liquid staking and all this hype and excitement that's behind Drop That Money and the Lido team that's coming to Cosmos, and the droplet airdrop that's coming out. In my previous video, I had a link to where you could get access because it was invite only. You had a referral link so you could join. So I set y'all up with that because y'all my community, family and friends. So I had y'all covered with that. But so that's still in the works. They've actually expanded the amount of places you can provide liquidity to. Like now you can go to Mars protocol and you get a 3x multiplier. And I believe there's one more community now that has the ability to provide liquidity for the Atom, which is what you'd be putting in the pool. So there's that excitement, and everybody now is talking about the fact that now Bitcoin staking, a term that, or an idea that has never been done before, is now about to be launched within the Cosmos ecosystem, done by Babylon Chain. They will have their own token, but it's not being launched on mainnet yet. That will come later down the future, and I believe there will be an airdrop to people who are early. But you can now officially stake your Bitcoin and earn a yield on it, while also providing security to the chain and to the Cosmos ecosystem and network as a whole. So you'll be doing a lot of good for the ecosystem, and you'll be doing good for yourself. That idle Bitcoin that's just sitting in your wallet, if you trust the platform, you can then stake your Bitcoin and then earn a yield on it. So that's pretty exciting. I know a lot of people are super excited about this, because I mean, if you're an OG Bitcoin holder and you just have how many ever Bitcoin you got, I mean, everybody knows Bitcoin, you could have got it for like $1. Imagine that. You could have got, back in whenever, I think it was like 2015 or so, Bitcoin was trading at $1. Somebody bought, y'all, everybody knows the story about when somebody bought a box of pizza for like, what, 30 Bitcoin or something crazy, some crazy number when the price was super low. But if you've been holding since then, you can now use your Bitcoin to earn yield. It's not going to be, I believe, I listened to a Spaces on Twitter X that explained the fact that it's not going to be, I don't believe it's native Bitcoin yield. I believe it's the chain, the token of the chain that you wish to stake, I believe. I could be mistaken on that, but I believe you get to choose which asset you want the yield in. So Bitcoin staking is coming. I know that's a extremely hype project and narrative that's coming out. This is the first time it's ever been done. But yeah, so now Bitcoin is now entering the Cosmos ecosystem along with Cardano, Ethereum, Solana, and many more to come. moving on, I've seen a little bit less. People have calmed down. When I dropped a video on the state of the Cosmos ecosystem and all the drama and turmoil and stuff like that, it was definitely extremely a heated moment. You could tell that everybody is just frustrated with the lack of price movement for Cosmos. And looking at it from my perspective, somebody who has just now entered this ecosystem, in particular crypto, I entered in about 2021, I'd say. I started learning about it back then, but having just now entered the Cosmos ecosystem, I definitely see that there's a lot of people that are dedicated to Cosmos and that want to see the project succeed. They are called cosmonauts, and I consider myself one of those people. I'm definitely a cosmonaut through and through. I believe in the technology that's behind Cosmos, IBC, and the ability to transfer your tokens without having to use a bridge pretty much instantly, all from one wallet, and then being able to transfer them back and forth is unmatched in the space. I keep saying that because it's true. I've used the majority of these platforms. I've used Ethereum. I've used Solana. I mean, I've used Cardano. I've been an active and user of a majority of these layer 1 blockchains. Avalanche. I didn't use Polkadot because you had to, when I first got into my crypto journey, you had to have like, it was like 200 Polkadots staked in order to start earning yield on it. And I didn't have that much capital invested into crypto at the time, so I kind of stayed away from that. But with that being said, I've used majority of the layer 1 blockchains that are out there, and I see the value in what the Cosmos ecosystem provides. It gives people who want to start up their own chain the Cosmos SDK. I mean, I already covered all of this, but I truly believe in the ecosystem. The Cosmos SDK software development kit allows for developers to basically essentially launch their own chain, and that matched with IBC is really why I'm bullish on the ecosystem as a whole. But many people say that, and it's true, there's no real value accrual that's happening for the Atom token, but all that's changing. People are joining InterChain Security, ICS, and becoming joined in with the hub and stuff like that. So value is slowly being incurred back to Atom. And the one thing I encourage people and reiterate when I talk to people about crypto is that we're still very, very early. This is still the extremely early phases of the industry. I mean, in the United States, we still don't even have clear regulation as to what's going on and stuff like that. There's still just a lot of unknowns and stuff like that in regards to taxes, in regards to just the industry as in general. There's been no regulation and clear guidelines to follow. And in reality, the industry could do for some good regulation and stuff like that. There's so many rug pulls and bad actors in the space that, I mean, the whole point of the SEC is to protect investors, and there's clearly a need for them to come in and help the space in certain ways and aspects. But it's just been, the industry's just been attacked. The major blockchains, Ethereum, Coinbase, you name it, Binance, they've been sued and attacked by the SEC, and it's sad to see. I've covered this earlier on the channel. Just hoping that the U.S. gets it together in regards, and I think it's slowly changing. Gary Gensler is set to resign in beginning of next year, I believe. So early next year. So I mean, it's just the thing. Positive momentum is coming towards the crypto space and the industry as a whole. I think everybody knows that Donald Trump has anointed himself as the quote-unquote crypto president. The Biden administration so far has not been too friendly to the industry, and they've vetoed a lot of bills that could have helped and done certain things that would have advanced the industry in the United States. And I choose not to really get and be involved in politics. I've always took that stance as I've grown up, and I mean it's hard to not get involved, and especially when you're out in the real world and you see certain things. But I just hope that if whoever the president is, whoever's in charge of the country, I hope that they take a pro crypto stance and don't push the innovation outside and away from the US, because the industry, yes, there's bad actors, yes, there's people. I hear the most people are like, oh, there's money laundering and stuff like that, but I mean that goes on with the US dollar. So I mean there's no it's just, I just hope that there's some clear guidelines, clear regulation, and no more bashing and attacking the industry as a whole. Going back to Cosmos, I again, the sentiment has kind of calmed down from where it was. There's been, if you've been paying attention, I mentioned in my previous video how the ICS is one of the main players. They came out with a transparency report for their, I believe, for their financials in 2023. So I think that kind of soothes some people. And I think that's very important. Transparency is extremely important, especially because, again, we're still early. So there's going to be new users that eventually find the ecosystem. So having credible people and credible systems in place is going to be crucial to gain the trust of those people. It was sad and, quite frankly, surprising to see. Again, I hate yeah, because I don't know for sure. I don't have any inside information in regards to what happened. But I mean, it's only rumors that people were taking bribes in order to pass governance proposals and stuff like that. And that was, again, surprising and sad to see. We also witnessed around the same time, the Kajura team, they were leverage trading the Kajura token, and that wound up blowing up a little bit. And Thorchain has since purchased or has initiated like a buyback of sorts with the Kajura token, and then basically integrated them with, they're basically partners now, if you want to put it like that. But you can't there's so much in crypto that happens in the blink of an eye. You have to constantly be ready and be watching out for everything that's going on. That's why I do encourage y'all to follow me on Twitter, _ crypto nomad 1, because I repost and like and post my own content on there, keeping everybody up to date and informed with what's going on. Because again, there's so much that happens in crypto that for me to make a video on every little thing would be tough to do. And quite frankly, I don't want the content to suffer by me posting daily videos. I don't want it to be like, oh, it's just because there's certain channels that I see out there that are like, they post every day, but the content to me is not. Some of it's good, and then some of it is lacking. Because again, if you post every day, even though there's a lot to cover in the industry, there's I believe the quality might suffer depending on the channel and depending on who's working in the team behind it. But with all that being said, I think that's a good ending point. Yeah, crypto, again, you just got to make sure you're up to date and make sure you just are active in governance. If you're one of those people who are farming for airdrops, make sure you're active every day with the test nets. Use those faucets, make transactions. That's another thing. The Elias network, this is a quick thing I can cover. The airdrop for the Elias network, which is a Cosmos Hub consumer chain, secured by ICS is coming soon. There's no date on it, but they recently launched 2 NFT projects that you would have been able to mint if you had done, I believe the lowest transaction for the first tier 1 airdrop was 95 transactions, and then I think the tier 2 was over 100, I believe. Definitely want to say over 100. Could have been a lot more than that, but I unfortunately was not eligible, even though I do, and it was sad because I could have been eligible if I had known. The main thing I do with the test nets is claim the tokens and kind of like rinse and repeat with that every day. I don't really farm it. I don't farm transactions, which if I had known that in order to be eligible to mint this NFT, I would have farmed transactions. But with that being said, you can purchase them on the open market. Stargaze is the platform that you can go and do that on. Again, follow me on Twitter because there's a lot of updates that I post regarding all the stuff that I'm talking about, but just so you can stay informed. But yeah, to be on the lookout for airdrops. The Bear Chain testnet is still live and active and going strong. That one is soon to be launched. No timetable on that yet. There's a couple more testnets that you can participate in, and like I said, I have them posted on my Twitter so you can see and get the scoop on that. So all that being said, I think that's all that I want to cover in today's video. We're past the kind of, I believe, I want to say we might be out of this low pretty soon. I think altcoins are showing some pretty good support. I think Bitcoin is still trading sideways, but that's only going to be the case for a small amount of time. Here's hoping. But that being said, y'all stay safe. Double check them links. I was in a Discord channel and there was a hacker or just a bad actor who posted the link to a quote-unquote giveaway for an NFT mint, and I actually connected my wallet. And then thank God, the Discord, somebody in the Discord was like, this is a scam. So I immediately disconnected my wallet. But all that, you have to just be watch. Don't lose your funds, man. I hate to see the story about where somebody loses their funds or loses their money, and because again, that would make somebody not want to invest in crypto further. And yeah, so just be careful, be safe. There's people out here trying to steal your money. I can't harp on that enough. Just remember that it can happen to anybody. You're not above it. Take security measures by owning hardware wallets. Don't keep your money on exchanges. All this stuff I've talked about many times on my channel. But again, I'm bringing it back up to you because I don't want to see you lose your funds to some douche on the internet trying to just steal people's money. So, and as y'all know, the nature of blockchain, you can't reverse transactions and you can't really get your funds back once they're sent to somebody else. So just be careful out here. Just like I said, double check links, double check where you're getting your information from. Follow me on Twitter. I got y'all covered with any airdrop news, with any just news in the industry in general. All that being said, y'all stay safe, y'all stay blessed. Peace.